I've seen a lot of gameplay from them. They always rock the pink cow, one of my favorite ults, by the way. I don't know how Twitch chat feels, but I love this ult for Lox, but he's got all the good ults. And obviously, Nbad on the other side, an extremely good Maypul.
Yeah.
Used to be an Ori / Maypul in the Rivals 1 days. In this game, they don't have Ori, so they opt for the Maypul, the skunk, the pink one. These guys love their pink, and I'm for it.
Shout out Manitoba, shout out Canada.
Okay.
We're speaking about Prairie Canada.
I'm gonna let you rock.
We invaded.
This is all you,
It's all good. It's all good. I love these players.
This is all you in the moment. It's all Nbad at the moment. Oh, look at that. 53 to absolutely nothing on Nbad's side. You know when Maypul puts a character like Lox in the air, especially that floaty boy, even with the knockback E's changes, he still gets comboed for days, guys.
It's a very difficult time, but I feel like Ceramic is one of those players who doesn't get phased by this at all, right?
Because why would you?
I feel like if you're a Loxodont player, you are used to getting bullied for like 80+%.
You're a heavy. I feel like all heavy players in this game have to learn somehow or later that, you know what, if you're going to play a heavy like this in a game like this, you're going to get hit around the time. But when you get your opportunities, those little windows to kill your opponent, you got to take them to the max. And I feel like Ceramic, maybe she can do that.
She's very good at it, and one thing I really like that she does is she'll reset into side B a lot of the times if it feels like there are checkmate scenarios for her. So look out for that as the set continues, because it really pushes Loxodont's advantage state a little bit farther than maybe you think it would go. That being said, Nbad, I feel like it's like one of the quintessential Maypul lanes at this point. We've seen him doing quite well, a top 8 seed, I believe, in this bracket as well. So we expect good things from this guy. We expect kind of high-octane gameplay, and he's been delivering at least on this front, but killing Loxodont's a whole other story.
I love the down B stuff off the stage, by the way. It's a lot of Maypuls, starting to kind of innovate that as well. Down B off stage, a lot of combos potential. Bring them back up and switch them back down. But you see both these stocks, forget switching, we're just losing both of them at the same time. Keeping it even, Ceramic actually is a good case for her.
I was going to say, I feel like Ceramic will take that any day.
She was getting beat up earlier, so she'll take that.
Week. It's the dangers of styling on your opponent. It's just... That being said, Nbad, not letting that momentum go to waste. Immediately 87, 92% on Ceramic, and now pushed off stage. The mark also online. And I'm not going to lie, Nbad has not found a lot of success edgeguarding this Loxodont.
All they're kind of doing is just kind of looping them over and over for percent. And honestly, that doesn't matter. But again, we talked about the heavy character. They're just going to keep living. And when, again, you're giving Ceramic these opportunities to kind of, advance the disadvantage as much as they can. But at the moment, Nbad kind of playing with their food. Finish your food, please.
Finish it, yeah. It's like the vegetables you didn't want to eat. Your parents were like, you gotta lock in. You gotta lock in, because if you don't, you get into scary situations like this, and you start missing things that should be guaranteed. It's getting scary.
Getting a little bit too desperate for the kill, Nbad. You don't want to give Ceramic a chance, because look at that, Nurse. We're already right back into it.
I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Everything you thought you knew is a lie. If you don't kill Loxodont, he's the best character in the game.
We are spreading some absolute elephant propaganda right now. Nurse getting started for you, and you're seeing that. These
snuck on.
It's just like that.
Unlucky.
It's just like that.
Unlucky.
I was going to say, Ceramic was actually showing a lot of confidence at the start of the game with these, these drop ledge forward airs, right? Because it's such a big hitbox that Lox has.
Yeah.
And Nbad was like, you know what, I'm getting smacked up right now at the start. But then towards that second half of the game, it's like, you know what, well, I can just delay my timings. Then what do you do? Now it's on Ceramic's turn to kind of adapt, but she just didn't have the option there. And unfortunately, Nbad, after a really, really topsy-turvy first game, is going to take that first game, so...
And I think that's one of those things, too, that people don't really talk about with the characters like Olympia and Maypul, but it's how fast their wave dash gets to the ledge.
Yes.
Right? And so there's actually situations where you're able to wave dash to the ledge where other characters don't necessarily get it. And situations where if Lox goes too high, you can wave dash before he comes down and catch the ledge. So there's kind of unique things there. And I think there's a piece worth talking about there in terms of like which characters have that kind of counterplay. That being said, that up throw into the back air, a tried and true combo for Loxodont, and it's going to put Nbad on the back foot, but the DI away!
This doesn't matter.
That's tough. That's not when you're supposed to be dying, I'll tell you that much.
For sure. Not as Lox, absolutely. Or Maypul. Either way, we're going to see how you can go looking for the roll read, not getting it, maybe a bit too greedy. And again, a stage like this, you would obviously think, you know what, for Maypul, must be godlike, but for Lox, a character with big hitbox, I say big lightly, he'd be covering the platform.
Yeah, you're good. That's a checkmate.
So we're seeing a lot of these down B reads off the stage. It's kind of working it in Nbad's favor. Ceramic just missing out on that one right there. A little bit unfortunate. Going for the Magma off stage. Can't find the one though.
Back air sends him deep. Jump used. Unfortunately, the down B not caught. And now Nbad resetting into this neutral position. That's going to be a true punish off the back of the forward tilt. Full commitment. And now this is guaranteed.
Oh my god,
Do
just
it.
like that. Those have magma though, we can survive, doesn't have a resource, and M-Bad,
Greed.
so much greed.
That's hubris.
Ugh. Sinning.
If he loses off the back of that,
He deserves it.
Yeah, you got to think about what happened. That being said, the down smash will do it, and I feel like the DI a couple times that game were a little suspect.
No, I definitely agree, but if I'll give my flowers and benefit of the doubt to Ceramic, I think she's getting kind of surprised just by the nature of the quickness of N-Bad's kind of tech chasing.
Yeah.
I don't think she's kind of really ready for these rollouts to actually get red, you know.
Yeah.
Lox does have a big roll for a reason, but I feel like most people kind of cover roll in, so she's like, you know what, for a rollout, I might be safe. N-Bad's like, no, I've been here before.
I got you. I seen that one, sadly.
So, oh! Hitbox hitting from the other side, just like that. Patience over heavy, that's a tax. Unfortunately, got to pay up.
Only 50% though off the back of what could have been much more, and actually the grab off the back of the meatball.
Okay, I like that.
Again, multiple situations where I feel like both players could have got a little more. The double dip is going to be difficult for Loxodont to recover from, and the roll is going to secure it. Ceramic, unfortunately, now down early in this game number 3, and I feel like she's been up, or at least somewhat in control the past 2 games, so this doesn't bode well for the way that these have been going.
Yeah, she's been kind of keeping it competitive for sure against people like M-Bad, but like the worst thing is that now you have to actually constantly approach Maypul as a character like Loxodont. Is that really what you want to do? Does Loxodont want to approach?
No, not
exactly.
a chance. There's no world.
So when he's in a deficit, I feel like that's where he's kind of, you know, kind of most of his bad things about him kind of get exposed. But okay, good things from Ceramic right now, like the reverse bear. Again, does like to use that move, but can't get too much from it. All of the mileage is on M-Bad's side.
N-Bad wisely not jumping back to the ledge there. Could have been hit by the forward strong, but really nice parry on the meatball. Going to allow so much pressure as Ceramic tries to get out of dodge, and the up air sneaks in just in time. And 3 stocks to 1. It's doable if you're Loxodont, but this game needs to look very clean from here on out.
Okay, yep, looking for the level 2 magma, but obviously good tech on M-Bad, recognizing, just holding in and teching for the life. Why not? Going for the double jabs, get off me, parries the Lily. All the invisibility on the world on my side, but can we get used to it? Can we use something out of it, shall I say? Damn!
Okay.
Told you, bro, they love the ledge drop forward airs. Big hitbox on the reverse side. We can take stocks.
You don't necessarily expect to have to tech that many times, you know what I mean? You come off the back of the down B, the back air, now a ledge drop forward air as well. It's a lot of times to be teching on your way back to the stage.
Okay, I like the remark from N-Bad, good idea. Innovative yet again, I told you. Genius with it. How you recovering though? That's all stacks of magma though, so you have to watch out how you're recovering. You don't want to be too greedy with the magma. Sometimes let it burn. You'll get another one soon, I promise.
Not only this, but if you get grabbed around right here, this could be it. Despite deciding not to go for the magma burst and instead spending it off stage, I honestly would have liked to see it saved for one of those up throws.
I was thinking maybe a dash attack late hit confirm, maybe into the magma level 3, but actually opting for the off stage, and you're just seeing M-Bad tech it every time, so it's like, maybe try something else. It's Ceramic's turn now though.
All right, a little bit of momentum back onto the stage. That being said, N-Bad still maintaining center. Loxodont trying to find a way out of this corner. The back air will finally do it, but how do you set up against this Maypul?
I'm gonna be real, M-Bad lets these down smashes fly, by the way.
There's no reason not to, though. Ceramic commits the double jump off stage, and a missed tech means that this is going to be it, so long as N-Bad doesn't do anything crazy.
Yeah, a little bit of a 3-0, but I feel like the 3-0 doesn't tell the full story of that set. I feel like Ceramic had some things going on, but it's like they weren't taking their chances. I talked about at the start of the set that you get these opportunities, windows to do something about it in these type of matchups, right, against a small rat character. But when Ceramic got those opportunities, the window was closed. You know what I mean? There was no one to go through the house. So unfortunately, Ceramic's kind of locked outside the house, waiting in the rain, so to speak. But you know, interesting start to top 64. A little bit unlucky, I feel like, but you know, she still played well.